Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I have a very special guest, that is Varun Bansal. And the name itself talks pretty much about him. He's a Bansal. So, yeah. Uh, talking about Varun, so I met this guy on LinkedIn, and usually I don't do a lot of videos where I host people. The reason is I get a lot of requests where people are interested to come onto the channel and talk about their experience, but I'm very choosy in this aspect because I only want the right candidates. People like you. So Varun is actually in his fourth year of his college, but he has done a lot of things, and he has gained a lot of experience in DevOps, and his journey towards the DevOps intern has really inspired me as well. So I thought I'll get Varun onto the channel. I'll request him to come onto the channel, and very glad that Varun has accepted my invitation, and today he's here. So yeah, Varun, just tell us few lines about you and what you are doing currently.
Hello everyone, my name is Varun Bansal and thank you very much Abhishek sir for inviting me to this stream. I hope it will help many other individuals
Yeah.
and thank you very much for acknowledging the efforts and the work. As a student, it feels really very nice when someone looks and acknowledges and tells us that yeah, you are doing something good. So that's all. So there were many things like right now I'm in the college, so many of the
Mm,
students who are of my age group might think that we people are quite unfortunate because it was a pandemic time. We were not
mm,
able to learn many things which we could have learned during our college time. But let's let's forget about what was the dark side. Let's look at the bright side. What was the thing? Like at that time, I am pretty fortunate that I was involved with correct communities and peoples who gave me the right guidance. And one of the crucial things which we learned was that you need to learn the things by yourself.
mm.
By And I got to know this thing at very early stage of my college life, or the career. So it really helped me to learn the things and start, rather than wasting my time on some useless things, or some less
Awesome.
informative things.
Yeah, that's so perfect. Like, I really like people who just have this sort of clarity on the things that they're doing. So, firstly, let's start with the questions bang on. So,
Yeah.
firstly, what was your inspiration? Like, why did you choose DevOps? Because there are a lot of technologies, right? There is Java, there is Python, and if you look at the people who are coming out of the college, this would be their primary areas of interest, right? Because probably their seniors are in working in Java, or probably their colleague, friends or friends' brother, somebody is working in Java or Python, and that's where people usually look at. But how did you land up in DevOps? What was your inspiration? Or go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing question. Actually, the thing is really nice. I can totally relate that as an engineering student, engineering students focus mainly on two things.
Yeah.
First one is going to be the data structure with any language, let it be
Yes.
Python, Java, C++. Or second would be web development, where they would
Mm,
be developing something on the front end part or the back end or full stack. The thing I landed up in DevOps part was, first of all, I was really very curious about how these companies make such a resilient systems. What
mhm.
all are these production things which they perform to balance the load or the heavy traffics. And the thing, the cloud computing is really very interesting topic to know. It was the amalgamation of every technology I can think of. Like, if you are a web developer, it's really very necessary to know cloud, because you will have to ultimately host the website somewhere. If you are mobile developer, then also you need some kind of platforms, like Android Studio might not be supported on your device. So there are n number of options which cloud computing offers. Like, for if I talk about AWS, it offers 450 plus services, and
Mm,
each and every one service is absolutely amazing. They perform the things, and you are able to develop the things really very fast and agile, in the
yeah,
agile fashion. So this was the one thing which attracted me, and I started hustling and learning about the cloud from various resources. And second most important thing was involvement in the correct communities. I'm fortunate for that today as well, that I
yeah,
was involved in correct stuff. And I got the guidance of some super cool mentors and all those stuff, who guided me that there is a life apart from this coding and web
yeah,
development, also in this corporate field. These are not only the two alternatives to end up in this corporate and do. I'm not saying that don't do DS or something, but
yeah,
yeah, the college life is all about exploring the different aspects of your knowledge, gaining knowledge, curiosity, and learning the things like how world is moving. Today we talk about the lucrative websites, but no one talks about how they are hosted, how they are managed, how they are automatically scaled up, scaled down, and all those things. So this is
Awesome.
something which DevOps tell us.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll come back to those two things. One is the community that you talked about, and the other is like how did you get into your internship? But before that, I'm I'm really proud that you're talking about things like agile, scalability, availability. Just in your fourth year of your college, probably I don't even remember what I was doing in my fourth year of college. That's so nice. Like because you already know what you want to do, right? Like if you look at the coding area, or if you look at, you have already defined your streamline, and you want to explore the world of DevOps, and you want to understand how these huge systems are built. What I mean, how are they so robust, right? Everybody has to think in this aspect, because uh, many
True.
people can write the code, but designing this robust systems and highly available systems, like look at Instagram, look at Facebook, the number of concurrent users on these platforms is unbelievable, and still those systems are very resilient, right? That's Yeah, that's so nice. Firstly, we'll start with the communities, because the reason why I want to stress more on this one is, many people come from tier 3 colleges. Not everybody comes from the tier 1 college, right? And if you're coming from the tier 3 college, the only thing that can help you is the communities, because that is one thing that makes the difference. If you are in the tier 1 college, anyways, you have good mentors, or good companies will definitely come at you, and okay, one or the other way you'll get placed. But for the people who are coming from the tier 3 college, if they have good mentors, if they have good communities, even they can excel. So how did you start your journey with these communities?
So I remember the day today itself. Like I think in my freshman year, and the
Mm-hmm,
topic was taught to us at that time was C++, object-oriented programming in C++.
mm-hmm,
So there was a workshop on C++ and all those stuff. So I just attended, and after that, I was involved in some WhatsApp groups and all those stuff. And then suddenly the message came about, let's we are starting with a machine learning series
mm-hmm,
or something around that. And that was the first encounter when I just entered into some college community, and I was learning. And
mm-hmm.
at that time I was exposed to some mentors who were working in the field of cloud and DevOps and all those stuff. So that was the first time when I
So
was
just through
involved
the
in
WhatsApp groups, just through the WhatsApp groups.
WhatsApp groups and all those
Okay,
learning, YouTube channel streams and all those stuff. I got the LinkedIn connections, and then
okay,
the things begin. Like
okay.
people are humble.
Yeah,
Got to know one thing. Like one of the example is sitting in front of me. People are really very humble.
yeah,
If you reach out to them on LinkedIn or anything, it's not like they're on very senior posts, so they'll they will be arrogant or something. People
yeah,
really help each other.
yeah,
There is nothing to judge about or being arrogant about.
yeah.
So yeah, the only thing which you need is the curiosity to learn or
Mm-hmm.
grab the knowledge, else you'll find anything which you want.
Yeah, I totally agree that, like, people are always there to help. So this is something that I strongly believe. Like, even if I see, nobody is perfect. If I want to learn something, like I have seen many a times people who are architects or people who are in a very good position, they are always willing to help, and they are always willing to, like, provide their guidance. Only thing is, we hesitate to approach them. And it's not like
Exactly.
it's not like just go at them and ask anything that you want. Like, do your homework, understand what you want to ask them, like, if you have some 10-15 minutes, I would like to talk to you, and I would like to understand, I have some questions on this. Then people are always ready to help, and that's a very good point that you brought. So which was the first community that you started working with? Because I see that you also have GSOC, right? GSOC, are you into GSOC, or not yet?
Actually, to be very clear about GSOC, I am not, I was not officially part of GSOC, but yes,
Okay.
GSOC also helped. Like, I explored
Mhm.
the organization which comes into the GSOC.
Okay.
I visited the website of GSOC, and through that, I was just, redirected to the GitHub pages of various organizations.
Awesome.
And that was the thing how I learned and, created something or learned how these applications or things are being developed at the back end. So
Okay.
that's the amazing thing as well. And then I had been part of various communities like Azure one or AWS ones, and
Oh, wow.
so they gave me the the cutting edge or the cut edge to these
Yeah.
cloud computing, the technology. Like it can be a overwhelming thing for a student to learn if someone tells
Hmm.
him that go learn cloud computing. So now in cloud computing there are 450 plus services. You cannot
Yeah.
just go and learn each and every one.
Yeah.
So that's the point where the path or the mentor comes in. He'll come and tell you that okay, you want to start with AWS, just first of all go and learn about EC2,
Yeah.
the virtual servers, how to spin up the servers and do the things. Then slowly move to let's say databases,
Mhm.
DynamoDB, or SQL database support of different things. Then you must move on to different things like serverless or AKS or container
Hmm.
instances.
Hmm.
And simultaneously you can start learning the things on DevOps. If I say about containers, containers is something which is I believe changed the whole software industry, the way the
Yeah.
things had been previously. And now the whole architecture shifted from monolithic to microservices, the managing and all those things, just the things have changes drastically, and users are also loving it and developers also find it comfort. So yeah, that's pretty much, we must go on with the correct path and guidance.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So, like, again, I'm very surprised that you're talking about a lot of things. So, firstly, the other challenge that people find is, let's say that you like, one good thing that you brought up is attending this meetups or attending this small communities in your local areas, right? You must have some AWS group, or you must have some Azure group. And one interesting and good thing about these groups is they always invite some guest speakers, or within the community itself they try to share the knowledge. Like you mentioned, there are 450 services. Who can technically know all of the services, right? So let's say you are aware of a service, you go to this local group, you present this service to the group, and everybody gets aware of it. So that's pretty good one, that everybody should start looking at these communities if they are not open to the resources in their colleges or something. And the other aspect that I wanted to ask you is, once you get access to these communities, how do you practice these things at yourself? Like, let's say you want to try containers, right? So as a college, like, you're still in your college, right? So what are the things, like, are you trying out things on your laptop, or are you spinning up clusters on the uh, AWS or Azure side of you, or what exactly do you do? Are you using your college labs?
Yeah, so let me tell you, like, I don't think that in India, we would be easily accessing to the college resources, which are,
Hmm.
good ones. So the
Hmm.
thing is that if you have a system and you can support the things, there are many things. First of all, if you are a Windows user, I would strongly suggest that just install the Oracle VirtualBox or
Yeah.
VMware. It would be,
Yeah.
a thing where you can learn anything,
Yes.
almost anything you want to learn. And when we talk about cloud, if you are pretty comfortable with cloud, if you are not, no worries. If you're comfortable, then EC2 is the best place. It is
Yeah.
highly available, and with just single command you can just SSH into the system and you can install whatsoever. Many a times we have the things that our PCs are not supporting, or we are curious about the storage and the RAM uses. So no worries, don't you need not to install each and everything on your PC. You can
Hmm.
use the containers, and there are various software as a service platforms like Sandbox, virtual
Yeah.
boxes available on internet, so you can try your hands on there as well. That would
Yeah.
be amazing.
Yeah. There are all these simulators, right? If you want to learn Kubernetes, there is Play with Kubernetes.
Exactly.
You can just go to Play with Kubernetes. You can, you get a cluster for 4 hours, I believe, and you can start trying out things, learning new things, right? Perfect. And
Exactly.
yeah. And how did your journey of internship actually start? Because now, okay, everything is perfect. You joined some communities, people helped you, and then you tried things at yourself. You got the resources, you learned everything. But after doing all these things, the one biggest thing is, now, what is the path, right? Now, you have everything, but you still need to have that path so that you get an internship opportunity, and then you get your real working experience. So how did you land up with internship even in your third year of college? Am I right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's, like, this is a very exciting point which you have asked. So let's
Yeah.
step by step onto this thing. So first of all, college is all about exploring the things. So if you are on your early stages, you can explore different things and suit the one which perfect fits you. Like many a times, all the students are not very comfortable with DSS. Nothing to worry about. You can choose different fields you want to try your hands on, just learn the things. Like obviously you need to understand that if you go to any organization, let's say as a cloud engineer, they would not hire you and hand over the whole infrastructure of a company to you,
Yeah.
because if you push a single code wrong, it can cost what billions of dollars to a company. So we need to be, very very uh, proficient in the thing which we want to be. So just learn the basics, get your semantics right. If you get your semantics and fundamentals right, you'll be able
Yeah.
to, learn things. And keep practicing, keep hustling, don't get overwhelmed, especially if you are in cloud and DevOps field, because this
Yeah.
is humongous.
Yes.
You'll feel overwhelmed that I am learning this tool now, this tool came. It might come. Just understand the semantics, why, what thing is it doing, how is it easing the life of developer as well as the customer or the organization. It would be really helpful, not only today but tomorrow as well. Second most thing which we talked about is like community culture is on its peak right now, I
Mm.
think so.
Yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
to be just get involved in communities to learn in public. Like whatsoever you have learned, just go and post it on LinkedIn, Twitter. People will notice it, they will comment it, they'll tell you that these are your mistakes, you must go and try this. This is going to be helping you, and it will also give you consistency and
Yeah.
confidence when people will come and they'll say great share or insightful. So you'll think like, yes, I'm on right track. Third thing, after joining communities, what you will be having is you'll automatically start getting connected or network with the like-minded folks.
Yeah.
Networking plays a key role, which I think sir would also agree on the fact. Like
Agree.
today I was in network of the search, so I'm on this stream right now. Or else if I would be not connected or would not have good networking, so it won't help me. Like networking plays a role in anything you can think of, like internships or any referrals or anything. So this would be third thing. And then one of the important thing is, like anyone will refer you, you can go to the interview round, but apart from being having the knowledge, you must have some practical experience. You can show your practical experience by some projects, real life projects which you have made, or your
Mm.
GitHub repositories and all those things. So the things
Makes
have
sense.
changed drastically. Now it's not all thing about like in which college you are or which tier college you are. It's all about how much you have learned, how much you can bring the effectiveness for the organization, and that's the only thing which recruiters will see and get you there.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want to add something to that. Like, let's say in my team, I have an internship position, right? What would I look at? I would look at somebody who is willing to learn, who is already, doing something in their college. And if I have somebody in my network, let's say I already know Akshay, and I know that there is an internship position in my in Red Hat. Okay. So what I would do is basically, okay, I already know somebody. I know that he's doing a great work. Then why can't I simply refer him, or why can't I simply refer this person to my manager saying that, okay, Akshay is here, Akshay is doing great job, so uh, let's invite him for an interview. So that's networking for you, and definitely it plays a crucial role, whether it's your LinkedIn networking or your community networking. Always use that, right?
True, sir.
Okay. Okay. And like, what else are you doing right now, Akshay? Like, you're already doing an internship, you're also you're still participating in the communities, or you're now focused only on internship?
No, nothing like that. Communities is nothing to focus about. It's just a fun factor for many of us, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I am learning on the fly as well. Like
Hmm,
DevOps is
hmm.
something which is very humongous and it's emerging in itself every single day. So that's the thing. I know the semantics of the things. I am building some projects, behind the hood. Also
Okay.
learning, implementing different things, being involved in the communities. So because like right now there was an event happening, AWS reInvent, where we got to know
Yes.
about some new features which were added to the things. There was a GitHub Universe party where we got to know that there is something new feature known as code spaces added to GitHub.
Yeah.
So these are some things which keep us up to date in this technical world, because it's really necessary, because world is moving very agilely, in very agile fashion. So we need to be updated in the tech. Tech is changing each and every moment. While we are talking,
Yes.
there must be something which have changed thoroughly.
Yeah.
So there is nothing to get overwhelmed. Just get the semantics right and just keep practicing the basic things. And then there are your seniors who are just simply going to help you wheresoever the need of any particular tool or anything comes. So that's also nothing to fear. And just gain the experience and the practical exposure, that's it, and you'll be able to get some kind of decent internship at a startup, or a good
Yeah,
company, whichever you aspires for. There is
agree.
a place for right talent always.
Yeah. And are you also into this, like whenever you create these projects, do you post them on your GitHub or you onto open source? Do you do such kind of things, or you having it, you're keeping it yourself for now?
No, sir. Like what I've understood in my college life is like GitHub is a place where you must be pretty active,
Yes.
because almost all the organizations are using some kind of one or another kind of distributed version control system, which is GitHub or Bitbucket or GitLab.
Yes. Yes.
So first of all, it makes us comfortable to work in a this agile system, or use
Mm.
this GitHub or something. Like many students might not be very confident in writing the CLI commands of GitHub, like git commit and push and pull requests. So we
Awesome.
get to that. Also, you are able to understand how the things work. You are committing one thing, then you are adding one more feature, you are pushing it, merging it, the branching, it all
Yes.
helps us a lot. Other apart from it, open source, when it comes to open source, yeah, it's pretty good thing. Like I was part of this Hacktoberfest program as well, which
Oh,
happened
awesome.
in the October.
Yeah. Yeah.
Helps, it really helps you. Like you learn the things on the fly, which you as a student might not learn in your college days, because like you're working on something and suddenly the demand for node comes,
Hmm.
and you are a front person, so you'll just go and learn the things and implement it. It will give you confidence that yes, I can do something. And similar thing happens when you go and attend some kind of hackathons.
Hmm.
There you challenge yourself, and within 24 hours you see that you have created something which you cannot imagine you would have created in 7 days.
Yeah.
So
Agree.
that's also the thing, and you'll be able to build team skills. Like all your team is struggling with some code. One is finding the background image, one is coding the front end, one is developing the APIs or something another, and you are deploying it, managing the clusters, containers. So it just teaches you the team spirit and leadership, or exactly each and everything.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, so if somebody wants to join the DevOps journey, okay, they are in the college, similar to you. So, what is the roadmap that you would suggest? Because every day I receive comments on my YouTube channel asking me to share that I'm in fourth year of my college. Can you explain us how to start with DevOps? So I would tell them like, okay, start with your Linux, then go to Git, then go to blah blah blah, all these kind of things. But personally, you have already done this and you already walked through this road. So I would like you to answer this question. If you have to suggest a roadmap, right, for a person, let's say doing his computer science and in his fourth year, what would be the roadmap that you would suggest? Start with this and a line of things that you could suggest us.
This is a really nice question, which many of the freshers or
Yes.
many people who are looking for to switch into
Yes.
this role often struggles with. So the roadmap is pretty simple. First of all, relax, don't be overwhelmed. There's nothing such difficult or something about this. First thing is, we can say some kind of prerequisite or something. You just go and learn a bit of Linux is
Mhm.
used in this industry and in tools, because today you are using the GUI mode, the graphical interfaces,
Yes.
but whensoever the things are in the cloud environment, you might not have access to that system, and you are completely working on that black screen or terminal. So
Yes.
knowing the basic Linux commands and the directory hierarchy and basic concepts of Linux would help. Just a basic of networking, that how the things are working, like how the things are communicating, data packets are being received, what all are the things. And the third thing is the gist of operating system. That would be all to start the things. Then just go with the there are many other roadmaps you can follow. Learn Git and GitHub, because it's
Yeah.
really small topic but very very useful and widely used all over the globe. So that's something, and then you can move to building something and implementing different tools. Like don't just directly rush up to Kubernetes. First of all,
Mhm.
you have learned the Linux, then just go with the containers is something which is the baseline for this agility which the world is seeing. Just for containers you can go and learn Docker. Then after Docker you will come to know that how what is the challenges in maintaining
Yeah.
manually the containers. Then you can step up and you can go learn Kubernetes, that what Kubernetes is doing, how it is orchestrating the things. Then we can come up, then we can think about Jenkins.
Yeah.
Like Jenkins is an open source tool which is directly getting the codes and automating the things. After you learn this, then we can go towards Ansible and
Hmm.
writing the playbooks and doing different tasks automatically. Shell scripting is also a great way to get your task done
Yes.
almost, and then we can move to infrastructure as a code like Terraform and all those
Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
And at that time, after all of these things are going on, and then you'll be integrating it with the cloud technologies. Just
Yes.
go learn EC2 services, or serverless is something which is widely being used in the industry. Just go
Yeah.
learn about AWS Lambda, Azure Functions. The automated stuff of this Kubernetes is already available in AWS as AKS service,
Yeah.
container instances. So now it's time to implement all those things which you have learned onto the real thing, and you'll be amazed by knowing the things that you are making something which is widely being used, and you'll be able to generate the confidence within yourself that yes, I was on the right track and I'm doing it good. And
Amazing.
for the resources part, there are many things. First of all, like YouTube channels are one of the things to get your hands on.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you can just get the gist. Like search channel also contains various things. I have seen shell scripting part and all those things. It's pretty awesome to give you the gist of some things. Like
Yeah.
YouTube is the first thing. Then you can go to documentation if you are
Yes.
pretty comfortable with the things. Each and every tool has a decent documentation which they have already created for the beginners as well as the experts to use their services and features. So that's one more thing. And apart from that, there are various tutorials and the things which you can go and learn the things. And still, if there is anything which you are finding it very difficult to do, LinkedIn is always the place where you'll find the correct people and highly experienced people. They'll tell you the short tricks, or what is the thing which is going deep inside the things, and they
Yeah.
will help you debug things. So that's pretty much how we can get started.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, at le- so talking to you, I feel that this video is going to help a lot of people in the community, because uh, I mean, what I truly believe is that many people are willing to learn. Many people want to learn. They want to start their internship journey, but they don't have a correct guidance of the path. And videos like this, or meeting people like you. So, see, personally, I can tell a lot of things, but I have not walked through this path, right? Now I started a different journey. 9 years back, when I started my journey, I did it in a different way, and now today I have some experience, but I cannot uh, completely tell someone how to start their internship journey. But because you are already doing it, and people like you who are also willing to share, it's not about experienced people, or it's not about people who have 20,000, 30,000 followers on LinkedIn, but it's like people who are willing to help. And like, yeah, today I'm very thankful that you gave us time, and you explained all your, like, you have been very patient and explained us all the things that I've asked you. So it's wonderful, and it's my pleasure to have you. And just to let you know, I'm looking forward for making more such videos with you, where you can help us with simple little projects that you are doing. And also, in the future, if we get to work together, I'll be more than happy.
Feeling is mutual, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
I'd be honored to work with you. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Akshay, for the time. And if you have any questions for Akshay, do post that in the comment section, and I'll make sure I'll make sure he replies to all the comments. I'll follow up with him on the LinkedIn, and definitely, yeah, even if he's busy, I'll find his time.
I'll definitely take out the time. No problem
Yeah,
regarding that, sir. And I would request you people can anytime feel free to communicate with me on either LinkedIn or Twitter. I'll get my
yeah,
LinkedIn handles and Twitter handles in the description box,
awesome,
so you can ask me anything anytime, and I would be more than happy to help if someone is willing to do the things. And of course, sir, I would be always available for you to some kind of project works or any
awesome,
demonstration if we plan to do it in the future.
awesome. Thank you so much, Varun. So I'll stop the
Pleasure.
video here. Yeah, I'll stop the video here. And as usual, don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, and share it with your friends who are looking to start their internship journey. And subscribe to my channel, Abhishek. Thank you so much.